What if I told you that the biggest threat to your relationship isn't those big, huge, explosive arguments? It's not the fight about the money. It's not about who forgot to take out the trash again, but the small little quiet secrets that you keep. Research shows that the average person like you or me is keeping somewhere around 13 secrets at any given time.
That's a lot.
And at least 5 of those secrets they've never told a single soul. Today, we're going to uncover the science behind why secrets are so corrosive.
Welcome to Marriage IQ, the podcast helping you become an intelligent spouse.
I'm Heidi Hastings.
And I'm Scott Hastings.
If your marriage feels distant, flat, or unsafe, and you can't explain why, this episode might change everything for you. Secrets are like a hidden leak in your basement.
Picture a beautiful house. From the outside, it looks perfect. Hidden behind a wall, there's a single pipe with a tiny little crack in it. Drop by drop, just little by little, the water seeps into the concrete, silently eating away the very foundation holding your whole house up. You start seeing cracks in the walls, the floors start to warp. The place that once felt like a stable foundation, it doesn't feel safe. And this is exactly what secrets do to a marriage.
You don't see the damage until your whole house is about ready to collapse. We'll look into how they break down the psychological foundation of your partnership and, most importantly, what you can do to fix the damage before the whole marriage comes tumbling down. Now, let's be clear. Scott and I want you to know that there is a huge difference between privacy and secrecy.
Yes.
Privacy is having your own space, your own thoughts, your own journal. But secrecy is when you intentionally hide information that, if your partner knew about, would change the whole dynamic of your relationship. The real damage from a secret doesn't start when it's discovered. It starts the moment you decide to hide the secret. There's the part that you want to be honest and connected and loving, and the part that's holding something totally back. And your nervous system can tell and feel that split in your reality. In psychology, we call this cognitive dissonance, this difference in the way that we believe and we behave when there are two parts of ourselves that are clashing with each other. Research also shows that people who are carrying secrets feel more tired, they feel more anxious, and they're more lonely.
The scientific research, including the National Marriage Project, the top 3 secrets that married people keep may not be what you think. One of them is a really big one: hidden dissatisfaction and emotional disengagement. This is I'm unhappy in this marriage, but I'm not going to tell you about it. We dodge tough topics, small hurts, unmet needs, fears. We're terrified of a fight. We're scared of conflict. We're scared of being judged. And we stick to safe ground.
And over time, it breeds deep, burning resentment.
The second top secret: sharing sexual thoughts, desires that might be different from your spouse. I might be thinking up here, this is what I want, but I'm not going to tell you about it because I fear what might happen. We're scared of being judged. It goes back to that vicious cycle of disconnection.
When you hide those parts of ourselves, what we're really doing is denying our relationship the oxygen that it needs to breathe.
And then a third top reason for secrets in marriage really has to do with identity and regrets. This is where you say to yourself, this is not what I was expecting out of life. And you might even be wondering, who are we anymore? Do you even see me?
Who am I?
Part of that is really getting back to one of our 4 cornerstones here that we teach on Marriage IQ, and that is learning who we are, our own identity. Because how can you hold someone else up to a standard that you don't even know yourself? And in doing so, we build this kind of invisible wall between us.
With every secret that we keep, it's putting another brick in this invisible wall between us. And at first, it's just one brick, and it's small, and it seems like it's meaningless. And then another secret adds another brick and another. And before you know it, you've built this invisible barrier straight through the middle of our marriage.
They can feel that wall, so to speak, the shift in that energy.
One of the cruelest impacts of all, when the unsuspecting partner senses that something's wrong and they ask, is everything okay? And you seem totally distant. The secret keeper, if they don't want to reveal their secret, they say, I'm fine, it's nothing. Or the classic,
You're just imagining
You're
things.
just imagining it, or you're blowing this out of proportion. What's wrong with you? And folks, this is called gaslighting.
I think it's safe to say gaslighting is emotional abuse.
It is. The innocent partner isn't just being lied to about the original secret, but now their very perception of reality is being denied.
Uncertainty begins to demolish that foundation of trust. The trust in the marriage is the belief that you are safe with that person, that one person.
And trust is the basis of attachment.
And when trust, that safety is gone, that intimacy is gone. It becomes impossible. And not just physical intimacy, emotional, sexual, financial, all of it. It's really hard to feel physically close to somebody when you can't trust them on these other issues.
You might be living in the same house and sleeping in the same bed, but you're definitely not intimate with each other, because intimacy is built on trust and authenticity, on that feeling that you can be vulnerable and truly seen with your partner.
You simply cannot build intimacy on a lie. It cannot happen. Your partner isn't connecting with the real you. They're connecting with a carefully curated version of yourself. That is not you. So you cannot fully be intimate. If you recognize your relationship in any of this, whether you're the one keeping the secret or the one living in the shadow, know that there's hope. You can fix the leak. Choose courage over comfort. Change from fear to truth. You have to bring truth into the light. It takes that courage we talked about, real commitment to being honest. It's not about blame. It's about rebuilding. Rebuilding trust isn't just boom, one and done. It's a long-term commitment to consistent, honest behavior. It means being an open book, moving forward. This doesn't mean you don't have your own privacy, but how and when you do this is critical. Don't ambush your partner in the middle of a stressful day or right as you're getting into bed. Choose a time, an intentional time. Say, okay, I'm going to set time after dinner at 7:30. Let's talk. No kids, just you and me. You're both feeling rested. You can talk without being interrupted. We like to say, start with kind of a low, like a FM DJ voice.
Yes.
So you're not reactive. You could say something like, I need to share something that's hard for me to say. I feel a little scared right now, but I'm telling you because I feel a distance between us and I want us to be closer.
Repair is to move from being defensive to stop justifying and start owning what the secret is all about. When you reveal that secret, do it without excuses and without blame. Own your actions completely. And then this is the hard part. Stop talking and get ready to listen. Your partner's going to have really strong feelings. Repair only begins when the secret keeper stops protecting themselves and starts being more interested in rebuilding their relationship.
And we're people too, folks. We have our problems and our challenges, just like the rest of us. But it's so cool to see these steps in action and in real time, and how we were recently able to repair something that was really troublesome. We sat, we talked, we listened to each other.
With empathy, with compassion, with a desire to understand.
Just remembering to keep our voices low.
FM DJ voice.
And to go back and forth.
One thing that it allowed us to do is see that we were in this vicious cycle.
Because we didn't see it when we were in it.
Like, I'm doing something that's triggering you and you're doing something that's triggering me. And so we have this kind of low-level underlying discontent. It gave us the ability to see more clearly our own part and how this whole thing was cycling together.
It was beautiful.
It's very interesting to point out that couples keeping secrets in my research, 1/3 divorced, 1/3 stayed in the marriage, but it was a very unhappy marriage. And then 1/3 totally transformed their marriages. They were able to bury the past and recreate something truly beautiful, but to have the vulnerability between each other to look at, this is where some things went wrong. This is where we need to make some changes, and we can work together to do that. It takes a lot of commitment.
So my question is, which third do you want to be in? I know which third I want to be in.